Ravens NBA franchise mode. I am your host with the most, Ethan Rose, and we are just going to hop right back into the gameplay. You guys are here to watch some epic ballin' out moments. I don't really have any plans for anything outside. I'm happy with the team. Ignore that. I accidentally simmed through the Grizzlies. But we are going to play the Golden State Warriors at home. Our lineup here: LaMelo Ball, Klay Thompson, Jaylen Brown, John Collins, and Isaiah Hartenstein will be taking on Joel Embiid, Mr. Always Injured, Aaron Gordon, Trey Murphy, Braden Bell, and Darius Garland. Solid lineup. I don't know a lot of their names though, so.
Coming up, live coverage of this Tuesday night NBA game here on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these.
We are current. Oh my
rankings.
God, we're the 21 ranked power
They're
rankings.
building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Well, I think for the Ravens, they've gotten off to a sluggish start, still trying to figure out how all the pieces fit together and get things running smoothly.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. They've got Bradley Beal. Joel Embiid is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Trey Murphy, and it's Garland in at point. And for Vancouver, John Collins out there with Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Jaylen Brown. Then there's LaMelo Ball, and it's Thompson in at the 2 spot. And no NBA games
All right, here we go.
as the league comes to a halt for Election Day, Grant.
Oh, yes, BA, a good cause to pause, amplifying the importance for all who are capable getting to the polls.
All right, here we go. We got to be the first people to
Now
defeat
here's Beal.
the Golden State Warriors. Shrink that up. All right, Hartenstein, you're already tired.
Hartenstein against Embiid. On the wing, Thompson. Oh, Beal picks his pocket.
Oh my God, they stole it.
Driving to the basket, gets his second attempt to go.
God
Now he's 1
bless.
for 2.
We are already starting
His
off
position
slow.
might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
And Ball with the basket.
Never
Assist
mind,
by
LaMelo
Collins.
Ball,
Just
the
taking
GOAT
it
with
right
the
to
most,
rim,
already
and no
started
one was
things
there to
off.
greet him.
Once he gets
Hot.
in deep on
Keeping
the
us
defense,
tied,
there
keeping us
is
in the
no
game.
way he's missing a layup like that.
Garland for 3. Hartenstein pulls it in. Collins against Gordon. Collins passes to Hartenstein. There's Ball with a 3. Knocks it down.
Boom! LaMelo
Ball's got his second basket of the
Ball!
night.
Fearless from beyond the arc, LaMelo has unlimited range and tremendous confidence.
Balling out already. We balling out early on. We gonna get some hype. We gonna get some
Garland
energy.
with a screen on
We gotta get the
Thompson.
energy pumping. Oh
Three-pointer.
my
Beal.
God.
Vancouver with a rebound.
Nope, give me
And the
that.
defense got away with one there. I mean,
You suck
that's
at
the shot he
threes.
typically makes.
Pass to Thompson. From behind the arc. Offensive board. Hartenstein uses the glass.
Hartenstein!
If I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
All right, let's
Start
get a
off
report
early.
from Allie.
Start off hot.
Well, here's
Start.
what the Ravens head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. And the conversation quickly turned to Embiid. Coach said, we know he can be unstoppable, but we're hoping to slow him down just a little. Double teams might be a
We
part
just
of
have to
that,
focus
but I
on
don't want to give away
guarding
all of our
Embiid,
tricks.
and we can
So
keep
it sounds like
this-
Joel can expect a lot of defensive pressure tonight.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. And here's Brown for 3. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, you can't start the game much better
Again, that's
than
the
this.
plan. We just have to keep
4
the
or
pressure
5
on
from
it.
the field.
Grant,
Well, I gotta get
despite
it.
the Warriors' success over the
Yoink!
last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't
Oh my God, they
have
yanked it
many
right back.
winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
God dang it.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense.
Easy
That's
for
the
Ball.
kind of stop you're
Easy for
looking
Ball. LaMelo Ball
The
averaging
inside ball
31
has to
points a
rely on
game.
his agility. That's how he finds his way to close-range looks.
Thompson against Beal. Here's Embiid. Vancouver with a rebound.
Double
Hartenstein's
yoink.
got 4
The double
rebounds
point.
now.
The double yoink. taking that away
Outside,
from you.
Brown. Back to Hartenstein. And he drives in.
Give me that replay. Duncan on the face of Joel, always injured Embiid. Whoop. Gotta find a good camera angle for this. God, I hate doing these camera angles. Come on! How could it be this hard to get a good freaking shot in this game? This is why I like WWE 2K better when it comes to the highlights.
Off to a good start.
They're really working the paint now.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. A moment to rest and confirm
Already calling a
the game
timeout?
plan. This game against Vancouver is the first time they've met this year.
They'll be looking to impose their will against this team, something they couldn't achieve last season.
Pause and check on the stats to show you which teams led the league in assists last year. The Warriors,
And of course,
fourth.
Golden State's
Well,
on
they
there.
put a big emphasis on quality passes last year. We saw consistent high-level ball movement from them.
Ball movement. LaMelo Ball.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in.
Get that out of here!
Vancouver leading by 7. On the wing, Thompson lets it go from deep. Connects from downtown.
Their ball movement
Clay
on this run has
freaking
been
Thompson
tremendous.
coming in clutch.
It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Garland, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Getting it done from the mid-range. Garland
4
loves
for
using
10, and
this
we're 7
area
for
of the
8.
floor.
To the right side. Back to Ball.
You don't want to drain out our top center.
Pass to Hartenstein. Takes a 3. Embiid with the nice defensive
Hey,
effort.
might as well take that
Warriors
shot.
trail by
Take
8.
that risk.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Embiid's gotten his
Dang it.
second bucket.
Yeah, getting aggressive in the paint. Look at Joel putting his size to work.
And Ball
Dunk!
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. And so it's Garland who brings up the ball for the Warriors. Well, a rangy defender and a knockdown spot-up shooter, Coach. A lot to like about Trey Murphy.
There sure is, Brian. He had the knee issue last season, which was
God,
a bump
3 in
the
a row.
road. But for a mid-first round pick back in 2021, His development overall has been beyond encouraging.
High flyer and a great shooter. What a combo.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no airspace there whatsoever. That's as close as you
Dang
can
it
get
again.
without foul.
The tight handle of Bradley Beal, it makes him hard to stop.
Here's Ball, following the score by Golden State. Count that one. Ball's got 11 points.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Beal, the pass to Embiid. With the drive, add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
It's
Down
a
by
scary
6.
sight when Embiid's coming down the lane. Not a
Oh no,
man you
Embiid's
wanna
getting
get in the
momentum.
way
That's
of.
scary.
Thompson outside. From deep three-point land. The rebound by Garland.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And here's Brown for 3. Gordon pulls it in.
You have to
Warriors
make
trail by
that. Come on. Jeez,
To the middle.
please.
Here's Beal, and he lays it up and in.
And we're
Beal's
only
got
down
his
by
third
4
basket
now.
of the night.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And here's Thompson for 3. Drains the triple.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
So I'm going to say this live on stream, which y'all should be tuning in. The next TEW show should hopefully be soon in the next coming weeks. I'm actually working on making the arena now. The only thing that's been holding me back is the fact that 2K honestly sucks when it comes to universe mode this year, and it's taken a lot of my motivation and just thrown it out the window. But yeah, I seriously recommend just coming saying hi in my other non-2K streams. I miss talking to y'all in chat. But if everything goes well, next week.
Watson, he's checked in for the Warriors. Smith comes in for Bradley Beal. Warriors trail by 7. And here's Garland. Pass to Smith. Here's Gordon. From down in the low post, it goes. Gordon's got 5 now.
He is so athletic. Gordon does well when he gets the ball around the paint.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Yay!
So much confidence. He said, quote, I feel like I'm a different player. My body has changed. Athletically, I'm entering my prime. I'm more aware on defense and offense. I feel like on both sides of the ball, I'm playing the best basketball of my life.
Man,
Well,
come
it
on.
shows, Allie, for sure. Vancouver leading by 6. 1:43 left to play in the first. And Ball gets it to go.
Dare I say, he's had a perfect game. Incredible. No misses thus far. A major reason they lead.
Got a piece of it.
Yoink!
Here's Bona.
I'm
He's
bigger than
scoreless.
you. I'm bigger than
Pass to
you.
Brown. The 3 hits the trifecta. And now an 11-point Vancouver lead.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And the shot is good by Garland.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Trent finds Brown. Back to Trent.
Oh, we have the ball. I'm so stupid.
And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
All right.
Garland
Oh. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Smith
You
outside.
getting blocked by the great.
Sinks
Yay!
it from
That's what you're gonna do.
distance.
Okay.
Great idea there. He set Smith up and let him knock him down.
Here's Ball.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's Golden State with it. Vancouver making their last shot. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Watson. The layup off target.
When you challenge a player on a layup,
All right, let's go
that's
shoot
what
some
you
clock
want.
and then
Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Shoots. The open J off
that
the
way,
mark.
Golden State
Those
has
are
it, and it
precisely
gets to
the
us.
looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you
And the
well
first
in the long
quarter.
run. You can't settle for bad shots.
LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Vancouver Ravens. An insane quarter. No one could stop him. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Vancouver.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And of course, taking it inside, always a great game plan. And I'm curious if there'll be an adjustment from the defensive end. Maybe sag off some shooters a little.
Jackson out there with John Collins. Then there's Gary Trent. Then there's Marcus Sasser. And it's Bona in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Trace Jackson-Davis out there with Jonathan Isaac. Then it's Smith.
Go ahead, shoot that
Then
three.
there's
I
Bradley
dare you to
Beal,
shoot that
and
three.
it's
I
Watson
dare you
in
to
at
shoot
the
that three. Shoot it.
Now here's Beal.
Shoot it.
Just
No,
5
you
to
ain't.
shoot. And then Beal with the dunk.
They did
the
not shoot the
hops
three.
from Beal. Woo!
Vancouver leading by 8. Here's Sasser. Lays it up and banks it in. Sasser's got his first basket.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Beal. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Such a tough guard. I mean, Beal mixing it up inside, coming out on top in that battle.
Jackson outside. 4-3.
GG.
That's his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Beal from outside. The offensive rebound. Isaac for 3. That one doesn't drop. And so
Hey,
it's
you ain't no
Collins who
Steph
brings
Curry.
up
I
the
wonder
ball
where
for
Steph Curry's
Vancouver.
on
They
team
lead by
wise.
11, largest margin of the
Oh.
game. Trent with it. Jackson Davis on him. Good
Aw.
work defensively by Jackson Davis. Smith with it, and Sasser picks him up defensively.
Yoink.
Vancouver leading by 11. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes.
And
gone
we
so
drew
far.
a foul.
And the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
First team foul.
And coach, it seems there's a move to cut out some of the cheap fouls in the game. This notion of if you wouldn't call it on the playground, why do you call it in a game? You like to see where it's going?
Yeah, look, there's some times where I think we'd get a better game if the players do what they did in pickup games, Brian, and just called their own fouls. A lot of these cheap fouls would cease to exist. I think there's just got to
Sasser,
be a
you
better
suck.
recognition from referees on what really impacts a play and what doesn't.
A nice shot by Smith.
Oh, so crafty. I mean, Smith just knows where to get his shots.
Oh, Beal picks his pocket.
And he got
Here
stolen.
they come with numbers.
No,
in
no, 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 no,
transition.
no, no, no.
It's stolen away.
Stolen again.
And here the second quarter of action. Just a hair under
Elite.
2.5 minutes played.
Stir.
For 3, Collins gets the 3
Boom!
ball to go. Collins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And Steve
Timeout again
Kerr
by the
calls
Warriors.
timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
sure I'll be the coach. You know who we need? LaMelo Ball! All right, back in.
Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Vancouver. LaMelo Ball comes in for Sasser. And Golden State also making a switch. Garland's checked in for Smith. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And he lobs it up top. Brown with the steal.
Yoink!
Garland against Ball. Over Garland. Jackson Davis grabs the miss. Jackson Davis has got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Beal on the wing.
What you gonna do?
Pass to
What you gonna
Jackson
do?
Davis.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do about it? What you gonna
Over
do?
Ball. And yes, it goes.
That's what you're
got a
gonna
little
do.
English
Okay.
on that one.
Well, that's taking full advantage of the opening. The defense probably willing to give him that one, but I like that he's capitalizing on it.
Now here's Ball. He's got 15.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Here's Garland. Oh, a
Get that out of
move
here!
before that shot.
And it went in the bucket.
Garland's
Okay.
got a slithery inside. Garland
Okay.
has that short area quickness.
Ball looks over the floor. Yes, sir! Ball hits it.
Tossed that in.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
He's done everything he can tonight, trying to keep this team competitive.
And Graham, when you look at Darius Garland, he has a very polished offensive game.
Absolutely. He's great at creating for himself, but also knows when to get others involved. He can score from anywhere, and he works incredibly hard on his craft.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Stolen by Ball.
Give me that.
Ball taking it all the way.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's Jackson Davis. And a foul called on the way up.
And we had
So
a
he'll
foul.
take 2
God
from the free
dang.
throw line.
First personal foul.
And Grant, while we want the officials to get it right, I'm sure the league would like to shorten that time officials are at the table.
Tell me about it. You
Carson,
wonder
good?
if a time limit should be instituted.
Carson!
If they can't figure it out
good?
after a minute or so, just go with how it was called on the floor.
Come on, miss it, miss it, miss it, miss it.
And the first one at the line is good.
No, they didn't
So
miss
for
it.
Vancouver, Niang, he's checked in for Collins. And it's Klay Thompson in for Trent. Embiid, he's checked in for the Warriors. Smith comes in for Bradley Beal. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's Ball. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Lets it fly. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Smith. It goes. He's made 3 shots.
And we
in
are
6
losing our
attempts.
lead again.
Yeah, the quickness and skills of Smith on the ball. I mean, the defense just can't keep up.
Up top Ball, guarded by Garland. And Embiid with the block. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he
Yay!
was going
Come
up.
on!
That's on George Niang.
And Murphy has become a more well-rounded offensive player, and that includes his ability to draw fouls.
The first one falls. And the Warriors making a switch here. Watson's checked in. Good on both.
Getting themselves to the line this quarter is a good way to get their offense rolling.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. league's most aggressive defensive teams from last year.
And their gritty mentality when it came to defense was really infectious. They were the best last year at holding opposing teams to low-scoring totals.
All right.
And
Toss
Ball
that
will
there.
bring it up here for the Ravens. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The three from Thompson. And they'll get another
Clay,
chance.
we pay you to make
That's his third miss
threes.
out of 5 attempts. Inside. Out to Garland. Embiid, a screen on Thompson. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted taken.
Ball. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Ball's got 9 points now in the quarter.
With his size and quickness, Ball's pull-up is unstoppable.
Here's Garland. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Vancouver leading by 11. The three ball. Bullseye! Jaylen Brown!
Hard to win games.
Bada boom! I am not focused on that. I'm focused on where's our boy over here. He should be at the three-point line. Woo! Oh my God.
When you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Ballin' out, baby.
Garland against
All right,
Ball.
Brown, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do, Brown? What are we gonna do?
Outside Garland. Pass to Embiid. Releases from 15. Vancouver with a rebound.
Yoink.
Last game matched up with the Grizzlies.
Give me
A
that
tough
right
loss
back. Give
there.
me that back.
Oh my, it was a great game. It went down
Bang!
to the wire. Both teams gave all they had, but only one could come away satisfied.
Yeah, this is the kind of game you come away thinking coulda, woulda, shoulda. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Ball outside. Drops in the three. Ball's got 27.
Well, that's his third three-pointer in this game, and 2 of those came in the second, so he might be heating up.
Smith
27
against
already.
Thompson. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Smith's got 9.
Give him credit. Improving in the second quarter. Just great adjustments.
The shot. And Ball gets it to go.
I like how aggressive LaMelo has been tonight. I mean, just looking for his shot.
LaMelo Ball is
consistently.
on fire right now.
Here's Garland.
Balling out. But he can't
He's
play
off on the
defense.
layup.
Yes, he can.
Vancouver leading by 15. Pass to Thompson.
All right, Clay. This is it. This is your final 3-point.
The first half of basketball.
If you don't make this 3, we're going to be trading you after
6
the
to
game.
shoot. Three-pointer. Another 3 for
Ah,
Vancouver.
he keeps his
Their
job.
opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Warriors trail by 18. Here's Smith. And the layup falls.
Never mind.
11 points in the game.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Garland against Ball. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now, and even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. It's deflected.
Blocked.
If you can, use up the clock en route to the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, You got to think
All right,
about
Thompson.
taking it no matter
Repeat!
how much time is left on the clock.
Boom!
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond.
Going
to
into
that
halftime
and
now, up
chase him off the
71 to 50.
And so it's Vancouver. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Here with Coach Steve Kerr, your defense struggling to contain them in the first half. How do you remedy it?
We got to get back in transition. We got to make them feel us. You know, they're just running anything they want. We've got to at least disrupt the stuff they're trying to do.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break. Ready for the second half.
It's time for your fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're measuring up the shot. Oh, so close, so close. Let's hear it for the participants.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning on midnight oils, man. You've been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And now breaking down the first half we saw, what can you say about LaMelo Ball? He's putting on a show.
Man, I just love his attitude that's always up there and always just great. He's mixing it up down there, really taking it to the defense.
He's got a few moves he can go in there. Hard to slow him down once he's cooking.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. You look at LaMelo Ball in this game. He's been everywhere.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
All right, here we go. Second half.
So it's Ball with
Let's
it.
dance.
Brings it up for the Ravens. They've got Jaylen Brown. Ball is out there with Klay Thompson. Then there's John Collins. And it's hard to in at the 5 spot.
Start things off
And
hot.
just executing at a high level. Taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And for Golden
no.
State, Aaron Gordon is out there with Trey Murphy. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then it's Darius Garland. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot. And for Vancouver, we've got John Collins. Klay Thompson is out there with Ball. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Brown in at the small forward position. Well, the Warriors shooting 51%. Good clip from the field. Pass to Gordon. Now Garland. To the inside. Here's Embiid. Hits the jump hook. Embiid's got 8.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard
What's
to shut down
up,
a player of his caliber.
Vancouver leading
Imballs?
by
How
21.
you doing today, my buddy, old pal, oh, my brother
Ball
Rue?
passes to Brown. Back to
We're
Ball.
currently 2-1, or 1-1, as the Vancouver Ravens, and we play as LaMelo freaking Ball. Booster.
Warriors with
And
the rebound.
we missed that. We suck. I'm not very good
Pass
at the
to
game.
Garland.
I'm playing on a very not hard difficulty. I'd
Now
get
here's
absolutely
Embiid.
butt whooped
Pounded
if
by
I was
Ball.
someone else.
Embiid's shot is good.
Why do we
Embiid's
have
got 4
LaMelo
points
Ball
in the quarter.
guarding a guy who
Excellent
looks like he could
execution
eat
coming out of
LaMelo
the
Ball
break. They've taken
Joel
3 shots
Embiid.
and made 3 shots.
On the wing, Thompson.
All right, Klay Thompson. Career on the line.
From
Make the
deep.
3!
And his 5th basket. Now 5 for 8.
Man, every time I say that, he makes that 3.
Nice start to the third.
Every time I say that, he makes that
And
3.
looking good doing it.
Here's Garland. Up and in on the layup. 12 points for him.
Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
For 3, Collins knocks down the long J.
On
Hey,
fire to start the second
buttery
half.
smooth right there.
4-5 from the field.
Garland, the pass to Beal. The 3 is up. Vancouver with a rebound.
Yoink. Give me that.
Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Toss that to Klay
And keeping us
Thompson.
Updated from the sideline.
Oh, you want Joe?
Battling the force.
Hey, Brian. Well, in today's high-scoring NBA, every position has
You're
to be a
fired,
threat.
Clay.
All-star Donovan Mitchell said, "We're getting away from the point guards who are just floor generals. It's passing and scoring that you're starting to see, and your level of scoring allows you to be a better playmaker."
Might have
Teams
the
have to
difficulty after
respect
this
that.
game. I think I'm getting
No
better
doubt,
at it.
Alec. Thank you. And Grant, I know you played a part in Embiid's decision to join Team USA.
Yeah, BA, I spent a lot of time talking to Joel Embiid and convincing him
Hartenstein!
to play for us in the U.S. men's national team. Have to take care of the defensive
ball.
boards better than
Got
that.
the ball out.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Pass to Embiid. Lets it go from 14.
Get that out of
Again, no good by
here!
Golden State. Vancouver has gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. Collins passes to Brown. 3-pointer. Fires in the triple. Brown's got 12 points.
If you can tell, I
Here
built
in
my
the
team
second
based
half,
on three-point
they're really
shooters.
focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. And now for Vancouver Ravens dancers.
All right.
Gordon outside. Tipped away. Thompson with a steal.
Yoink! Go, Clay! Go, Clay!
Off target at the rim.
You suck,
That's
Clay.
their plan to get him an opportunity
God.
to finish it tight. That's a miss they can live with.
And the shot is good by Garland.
And Garland is someone you must be aware of at all times, especially out on the perimeter.
Ball passes to Collins. And Trey Murphy is going to pick up the foul.
Trey
That's his
Murphy.
first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Draw foul. Wait, our 3. Oh, that sucks, man.
Thompson passes to Hartenstein. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Give him 8 points now.
One of the most selfless stars in the game. Clay has no problem playing the role of distributor.
Here's Beal. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
And there's some
Yeah,
nice
we're gonna need to make
chemistry
some
on
substitutions.
offense,
Our
but
guys
just
are getting
taking what the
tired.
defense allows.
Vancouver calls timeout.
All right, Lucas coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Breakers dancers.
All right, you're very tired. We're bringing Magni. We're bringing Trent. Honestly, we have a lot of room to spare, so we'll just let our main stars rest for a little bit. Game plan.
Watson, he's checked in for the Warriors. And right here, the 2K leaderboard shows us which teams made the most of their second chance opportunities last year. 5th on the list, the Warriors.
This is a hustle stat. This team pounded the offensive glass, and it shows in their numbers from last year.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian.
Yeah, this is about to be the part where we
Guys that
suffer
maybe haven't gotten their
brutally.
opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be.
We just got to let our stars. They
guys.
need a
Look at
breather.
guy like Jalen
They've been playing
Brunson,
most of the game.
second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time.
All right, come on, Niang.
Now an all-star.
Niang.
Niang, no good.
Well, give credit to the defense for cutting him off. Normally, that'd be easy points for him at the rim.
And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle
Gosh,
there.
dang it.
Coach, there's an interesting story about Watson's draft experience.
Yeah, the story is, Brian, that the Nuggets were willing to trade to move up to get him. That's how much they thought of him. They weren't able to do that, but they were able to get him with the final pick of the first round anyway.
Just goes to show you how important scouting is.
And luck.
Oh, Mania. Miss the free throw.
No good on that one.
Oh, it worked. Yeah, you suck. Yeah, that's right. Stupid face. Your forehead shiny. You ugly. Yo mama. I'm gonna go visit your mama's house later. Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh yeah.
And he's good on the second.
Oh, he made it.
And so Porter will bring it up for the Ravens. Williams on the wing.
Just shoot some clock. Never mind.
Williams
Done.
He was grabbing the rim to extend the hang time.
Hey, maybe making sure the landing was kind
Freaking dunked on. Rah! Zooming on the floor. Okay,
Better
no,
than
screw
the
it. I hate
takeoff.
that. I hate that camera angle.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Outside
All right,
Watson.
what y'all do against Niang?
And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time.
He got it anyway.
Offensive glass, getting it done.
Love seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Niang, the pass to
Get that out
Williams.
here.
Off the mark there with a 3.
Come on!
The Warriors have gone 8 of 13 in the
God.
second half. Outside Watson. And stolen by
Yoink!
Williams. And they're running. And Williams punches it home.
Slam
Great
Cam!
Understanding that that one is all him.
Yeah, beating everyone up the floor and finishes off the break.
Garland against Porter. Gordon outside. Pass to Beal.
Just keep him out of range.
Takes a 13-footer. And it's Bagley with the rebound.
Yoink.
Vancouver has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Porter. Lets the 3 fly. Gordon pulls it in. Gordon's got his 4th rebound in this one. Beal, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
Vancouver calls timeout.
On the court is your hype squad. Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise!
I don't want no t-shirt. I don't.
And the Warriors make some changes.
Shut your
Isaac,
mouth.
He's checked in for Gordon. And it's Smith in for Darius Garland. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Second personal foul.
Ball seeks out contact sometimes, which means defenses have to guard him very carefully.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Vancouver.
What?
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Up top, Embiid. A minute 29 left in the third quarter. And the layup is
Minute
good
29
off the
left
glass.
in the third.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Ball. It's good.
Again, you just gotta let LaMelo Ball do
He's
its
been
thing.
nothing short of fantastic this game.
And that's
he
ball
has his
the
team in a
frick
great spot
out.
as this thing winds down.
Here's Beal. Vancouver with a rebound.
Yoink.
Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Ball outside. And he drops in the layup.
Another one!
Ball's got 41.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Pass to Embiid. Soft touch off the glass. Embiid's got 10 points in just the second half.
Flat out dominant. Joel Embiid having his way tonight.
And
He is the story for them offensively. And a big reason why they're ahead.
Keep talking about Embiid. I'm hanging on the rim.
Golden State has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Beal, the pass to Embiid. And then Embiid.
And
with
he's
the
also
dunk.
hanging on the rim.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball.
Okay,
and
y'all
let
want to
him
go
build
dunk for
some
dunk?
momentum.
Fine.
2 seconds separating the shot clock in the game.
Dunk for
That one goes
dunk.
in. Ball's got 45 points. And for the Warriors, they're shooting a solid 53% from the floor. Smith outside. Embiid from outside. That one is off.
You're a big boy.
Collins outside. No good. Would have counted had it gone. LaMelo Ball getting it done for the Vancouver Ravens. Absolutely carrying the offense. He ends the quarter with 14. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Carson, you good? Yeah, he's good.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. On the court for Golden State to start the fourth. Smith out there with Darius Garland. Then it's Peyton Watson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Jackson
All right,
Davis
what you
in
gonna
at
do?
the 5. Down low. Smith no good.
Get that out of here.
And so Trent will bring it up for Vancouver. To the paint.
Trent?
Here's Bona.
AEW
And
Trent.
that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And growing up in California, Stan, when did you first fall in love with the game of basketball?
Well, Brian, my dad coached for a long time, and I just remember going to his practices and going to his games. I can't remember a time where I didn't love the game.
Stan, there are lots of loud arenas in the NBA. What was the toughest place for you to win?
Well, Brian, it was against whoever had the best players on the other side.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Trent. Isaac, he's checked in
Dang
for
it.
Watson.
Substitution for the Warriors. Number 1, Jonathan Isaac.
And the Warriors with possession. The Lakers will be traveling in to face them after this one. It'll be a quick stopover at home before they have to get back out on the road. Vancouver shooting an insane 65%. Just terrific.
Skadoosh.
Brown can't hit. Golden State has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. It's picked off.
Hey.
Here's Bona, covered by Jackson Davis. Niang. The second effort. And that one's good. Bona.
And I respect the strategy. Despite the sizable lead, you got to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at them. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
Isaac outside. Pass to Jackson Davis.
A lot of passing. What you want to do?
Back to
Put a
Isaac.
little pressure on you. Put a little sauce
Down
on
to
you.
5 on the shot clock. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Trent, the pass to Brown. Buries it from 3.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
Over to the wing. Now here's Jackson Davis. He's guarded closely.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. Here's Brown. Ooh, making his presence felt here. He's now 6 for 9 in this game.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Garland. Shoots over
All
Thompson.
right. Lock in.
Vancouver with a rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. And here's Brown for 3. Jackson Davis grabs a miss. Jackson Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Garland. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot.
Yeah, nice pass by Smith. I mean, putting his teammate in position to score.
Brown with it, now guarded by Isaac.
All right, Jalen, get open.
The 3 from Thompson, and he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc, and that's now his second in this half.
Smith finds Garland, goes up from the top of the key. Again, Garland missing.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Pass to Thompson. And here's Brown for 3. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Bona's got 7 now in this quarter.
Coming out of the half, making a commitment to the offensive boards has proven successful.
Smith passes to Isaac. Back to Smith. Fires from deep. Vancouver with a rebound.
Smooth, but not smooth
rebound
enough to
number
get past
8 now.
us. Bro, Bona, you are exhausted, man.
Got a piece of it. In transition, here come the Warriors. And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul.
What?
Coach, what's the challenge of NBA travel like?
Well, look, all of us in the NBA just
I
have
called
to
it.
come clean on this. We travel on first-class charters. We're taken care of as well as you can possibly be taken care of. It's just that there's a lot of travel in an NBA season, and if you're on the coast, you probably feel it a little bit more even than the teams in the middle of the country.
6 on the shot clock, and the basket by Embiid.
Yeah, the big man Embiid, just capable of sticking it from these in-between spots.
Pass to Niang. Now Jackson for 3. It's hauled in by Beal.
And we suck.
And then Beal with
You
the
know what?
dunk.
He just
I don't
rises
really
up
care.
and throws it down
We have this
hard
game
with
pretty
one
much won.
hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
All my teammates are
Sasser with
freaking
the ball.
exhausted.
Covered by Smith. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
Coming down the stretch, they've
Sassy!
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Beal against Trent. And there's the foul.
Get that ball.
He'll go on Marcus Sasser. That's his first foul, and the Warriors making a change here.
Substitution for the Warriors. Trey Murphy, Darius Garland.
Pass to Beal. And we haven't seen a new franchise join the NBA stand since the Charlotte Bobcats in 2003. 20 years later, though, things seem to be percolating a bit.
Well, you've seen it, Brian. There's some deep pockets out there and some great markets, all vying to get into the action. And we know that the NBA is all about growth.
And yep, it's good. Sasser's got 5 points in the quarter. Here's Garland.
Just get a little stat line for Sasser. Get a little sassy on it.
Gordon outside. Pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Well, since entering the league, Gordon's really improved his offensive IQ, a better understanding of ball movement.
Trent from long range nails it from 3.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
And it's Garland on the drive, and he banks in the layup. Garland's got 19 points.
Well, if you give Garland even the slightest lane, you can be sure that he's going to take it right to the rim.
Sasser gets the bucket.
Well, that's what you're looking for, shots from point-blank range.
And it's Garland with the ball for Golden State.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Vancouver with a rebound.
Yoink.
Borna's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Jackson. From outside the arc, he drops it from range.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Beal against Trent. Uses the glass on the layup.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense.
Let me put my laptop on the charger really quickly.
All right, let's say you're starting a new franchise today, and you get to pick any player in the league. Who you got, Grant?
Oh, man, there's so much talent to choose from. You can't go wrong with Doncic, Antetokounmpo, or Jokic. There are some enticing young players, too, like Anthony Edwards as well. Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Ravens.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, BA, it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one,
we're just chewing out clock for this last minute, then we'll end it off for the YouTube video.
The opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for LaMelo Ball.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
There's Jackson with the 3.
GG Jackson!
Good job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd
that
doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so
We're just gonna
frustrating
chew out
as
clock.
a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
Sasser outside. There's the 3. Another 3 for Vancouver.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Beal outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And that's game.
Niang outside.
Yeah, we're gonna
from downtown.
Buzzer beater.
And the 3-pointer goes.
End it with the buzzer beater. End it with that.
So we see the Ravens get the win here. They didn't have too many problems.
Vancouver Ravens get the win in episode 2.
Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
players going to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Clay.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And
All right,
time
with
now
that
to
out the way,
introduce
for the
our
folks
player
there
of
on
the game,
YouTube
LaMelo
watching
Ball.
this, welcome, and thank you all for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this segment of the Ballin' Out with the Vancouver Ravens taking flight, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below for some more NBA 2K action. Without the way, for the folks on YouTube, I have to bid you all adieu, mwah, and good night, bang. See you all for episode 3. Bye-bye. All right, we're good. That was about at the hour and 20-second mark. We will save that. All right, now what? Should I record another one? I think. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then we'll decide what we do. We're gonna see what other games. We have and I'll record some. Alright, screw it. Well, I guess I'll book and play some of my universe mode on here. Best viewers at StreamBot. Where my viewership's going, I'm considering doing that. Ew! Sean versus Logan. Ew! And we will have Sheamus taking on Braun Strowman. Dominic and Finn taking on Oba and his mystery partner. Can't be carrying, he's already booked. He was someone who absolutely hates the Judgment Day. Actually, why not Andrade? Nope. Nope. That is Kyrie taking on Solruka. Let's see. King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring, Intercontinental, Cruiserweight. Hmm. Becky will take on Blair. And then our main event, all right, our universe mode is booked for the week, and I can probably start recording that as well. Oops, stop that. All right, I guess I'll end this stream and do a second stream for the show.